exclusive review on the 4-part series, When They See Us, based on a true story event that occurred in New York in 1989. When I tell you that every black man, every Spanish man, every man of color need to see this, and they sit their kids down, let their kids watch this, it should have brought, with what the United States going through with black men getting killed and being criminalized just because of the color of their skin. This is something I think everyone should watch. Okay, me and my wife, we sat and we watched the 4 parts last night. Part after part after part after part, and it evoked a lot of emotions and questions, and every emotion I could think of came out last night. So before we get into it all, make sure you subscribe, make sure you thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time your boy drop a video just like this, or my reaction, anything. I'm AJ, this is Cap Nation World. Let's get into it. Okay, let's state the facts first. You got your 4 guys who all was wrongly accused of doing a crime that they did not even commit. It started off with this white female who's this corporate leader. She's going on her run that she does every night, and the lady was actually jumped, beat, and raped in the park and left for dead. Now, this lady was this event caused so much chaos in New York area, in the east side of New York, that they was like, justice has to be brought for this woman. So what did the police do? They went around up every black male, Spanish male that they can find that they thought was in the park, that fit the identity, the age, the identity that they assumed committed the crime. Now, these 4 particular guys in particular, because you can watch the movie, so I'm not really into names like that. So I'm just coming from a real human reaction to these videos. Okay, Ava did a great job invoking all my emotions in this. When I tell you I was pissed, I was pissed. When I tell you I shed a tear, I shed a tear. A nigga was crying. Your boy was crying. Yeah, because I felt the pain. Jerome, who played Casey. When I tell you Casey Wise, his part, the man that played his part, oh my God, but I know I'm jumping ahead of time. Okay, so because this right here, when you watch, some people cannot watch it, some people can. I force myself to watch it because I have nephews, I have uncles, I'm a man. I mean, this can happen to my 70-year-old nephew. This can happen to your 70-year-old, your 50-year-old. So these 4 particular boys round up, and the reason they was round up was because the youngest one, who is in the red. Matter of fact, let me just give y'all some names, okay? Mr. Harris, who plays damn, I forgot their name. Let me just go to him, okay, y'all? Because I want to make sure that I'm accurate with y'all, okay? Just pull these names up, okay? I think it's Carly. He plays the youngest one. He is an inspiring trumpet player. You know, you seem like the kid that just never got in trouble, and he chose to go out. And when he went out, of course, you know, kids gonna be kids, and they witnessed 2 other guys jumping on this guy, and before they realized, they took off running, and the cop chased them. The police smacked him in the face with his hat, which causes hot. If you watch the series, if you see the preview, he has a real bad cut on his thigh, which made his eye like real big. And when I watched it, I'm looking at him like, yo, I done jumped about the seat like, yo, why you ain't telling them the police hit you? Like, they had coerced these kids. They had brainwashed these kids for so long. These kids were going for 4 to 8 hours, no food, no sleep, no parent around, because at the age of 15, you cannot question kids without a parent. Question these kids, torturing these kids, beating on these kids, coercing them to believe that this crime that they said they committed. Then you start pinning them against each other. Oh, Frank said this. Oh, Tron said this. Oh, Yasin said this. Oh, Casey said this. Oh, and they was like, who is these kids? Didn't even know who was who. On paper, they know each other was Casey and Yasin. I might maybe saying his name wrong. The Muslim black kid. That's the only person they knew each other. And the movie had 4 parts to it, and I like how they broke it down, because you could not have watched this as a complete movie, because you'd have been real pissed. Felicity Huffman, if you don't know who she is the mom that was in news by her daughters getting in a school without getting there with their own marriage. She's also played the attorney, the prosecutor, who actually sat down with the detectives and pieced this case together against these 4 guys. I'm keep on saying 4 because Casey Wise has not came into the act yet. She's putting this storyline together to make them be there in the time of the crime. She fabricated this case so well that she not only got herself to believe that these guys committed this crime, she got detectives, she got Donald Trump, she got politics, she got the people, the community that's not of minorities to believe that these 4 men committed, these young because they're not men, these young guys, these kids committed this crime. But what got me in the first part of the series is that these kids are missing and no parent is looking for them. Not one parent is saying, where is my child? I don't know how it is New York when it come to kids back then and now, but when the light came on, you was 14, your ass should have been in the house. Point blank, period. They was too young of age to be out there. But that's not the reason for this. They should have never went through this, even if at this age. So they were doing the typical things, did not being in home on time. Got it. Not knocking that. But not one parent say, what the hell is my kid for 4 to 8 hours is very puzzling to me. Okay? So as the story go on, the young guy that's standing up, that actually went home, who, he has a father in his life. His mom is married to his father. They live they showing black families in a positive light. However, it had to show some negativity about the father serving time. Okay, he served time. Woo-doo-woo. Which is why the father feared for his son in particular, because he wanted his son the dad is played by Michael K. Williams, who wanted his son to just confess, tell them what they want to hear so we can go home. And that's what really just evoked emotion out of me, because out of every kid just said, man, just tell me what you want me to tell you and I just want to go home. And we do that today, that kids are getting caught up in situations where they have nothing to do with it, but cops are coercing them or getting them to say these things and get them to sign these things, these guilty confessions, and say, oh, you can go home, and then they go get locked up in a jail cell on something that they know they didn't do. So what I love that. I know it wasn't a coincidence, it was crazy, but one of the kids' mom was Muslim. And I like the fact that she came in there and she said, you ain't gonna let me see my child. They said he gave up his right to an attorney. She said he's 15. She said, oh, his license said he's 16. He sat there and told the police, said, yo, I made my ID to impress the girls. Okay? I made my ID to impress the girls. And you still told the boy that he was 16 after he told you he was 15. Took him to the jail, and this when Casey Wise coming. Casey was like, bro, I'm not going to let you go by yourself. I'm going to go with you. He went with him. And then that's when they pulled him in. Because when mom come into the scene and say, yo, you're not going to do my kid like this. What we had to do, we had to go find. We got the 6 link right here. We can't put it on 5. We're gonna put it on 6 of them. I mean, we can't put it on 4. We're gonna put it on all 5. And to watch each one of the individual story play out in this 4-piece series, it was very traumatizing because to watch 4 kids get brutalized, tortured for something they didn't commit, and then have you had single mothers fighting for their son, which is still going on today. That the parents can tell you that when they know their kid lying, their kid lying, and when they know their kids telling the truth, they know their kids telling the truth. That's just point blank. And for the father to question his son to say, son, just tell him the truth. And he tell him like, Dad, I'm telling the truth. I didn't do this. And for him to tell his son to still lie to them, to give them what they want so we can get what we want. And he's telling like, my dad, I'm telling them all I know. I don't know nothing. It's like, I understand why he said in his interviews now that he has never forgiven his father for that, because you should have been on my side. Regardless of your past, you should have been on my side. Okay, so we're gonna take the Spanish guy, the only Spanish guy. They always have that one that always slip, and he was the one that slips, and the you know what I'm saying, back flips. And I liked his part because his grandmother never gave up on him. And there was Spanish people, Spanish, the Brown brothers, or whatever you want to consider them as, that's how they are. They're family. And the fact that they went to him and told him they were going to give him a plea deal, that he was the pretty one out of all of them, and that he should not be here. They just gave them the ticket to put everybody, like, they literally told him how they sexually assaulted this woman and made him say what they were saying, which was like, huh? And as time go on, you see his grandmother expressing, she's like grieving over, it's like, I lost my grandson, and I know where he at, but I can't do nothing for him. She felt hopeless. She felt like she couldn't help him. She felt like her being the senior of her home, of her family. I can't do nothing for my grandson, and I don't want to do nothing. I mean, y'all, if you have not seen this movie, this 4-part series movie is the shit. But the one that played and had me in tears was Casey Wise's part. When I tell you, I have had family members in jail, and to witness this young man account in prison, and the fact that you can tell he has a mental disorder where he cannot read. You could tell by his body language that there was something else going on with him. That I feel like, I'm not saying his mother failed him as a parent, but she was trying so much because she was a single mother of 2 kids, and who is played by, his mom is played by Niecy Nash, played a phenomenal part. Her, John, Michael, my girl from Orange is the New Black. I mean, everyone played a great part. Even the lawyers, Blair Underwood. The actors go on and on that cannot express. They played their part and they played it well. But Niecy Nash and Jerome as Wise, they played their part. I mean, every part he had, it had me like the scene with them in the court and he's asking the judge like, yo, what do this have to do with my case, man? Like, why is she asking me to read this? She know I can't read. I mean, it was like an embarrassing moment for him that you know I can't read. So how you know what I know? I don't know what that say. You know I don't know what that say. I thought that was gonna just turn the whole trial around for these kids. They, you know what I'm saying? Of course they go to trial, and I thought that was gonna turn the whole trial around for them. But the fact that it did, and they still was sentenced to prison and juvenile or whatever for crime they did commit was crazy. But Wise got the most. Like, he got the most because he was 16, and because he was 16 they sent him to adult prison, and he went through some shit that I could never imagine a kid to go through. That he had to learn how to survive. He had to grow up fast in there. Like, he had to grow up. I mean, they tortured the shit out of him in there. They did things to kids that I wouldn't think they would do. And it goes back to the interview that they did, where, you know what I'm saying, they take people and put them in prison, and the people in prison would take care of the pedophiles and the rapists. Those are two of the crimes you would never want to go to jail for, because they look at you and they say that you're not men, you're animals. Take that back to how they depicted these kids. They didn't call them by their name, because that's why I can't remember them. They didn't call the kids by their name. They called the kids animals, monsters. They call them everything but their name, which evokes emotions in you. Like, why you keep on calling this man a monster? This kid has a name. That's why I couldn't remember him. I could not remember because they never said their name. And it confused me because, like, right now, the scene that you see right now, they're in the whole cell together, and no one is talking. No one is saying they apologize. You just say, hey, I lied on you. But they never say, hey, let's come together and what did you say? What did you say? What did you say? It was like a no snitch rule. I know I lied to you, but I ain't gonna tell you what I said on you. Let's put this together, and let's put this story together so we can get us up out of here together. Everyone was like, I lied to you, bro. I'm sorry. No one was like, well, this is what I said. Oh, that what you said? They said you said this. They were so scared that even today, the kids do that. They don't. It's like a no snitch rule. And I'm telling you not. I'm not going to jail for nobody. We gonna put this puzzle together right now while we in this holding cell. Perfect opportunity. Then what got me was Wise had an alibi. You will see in the video if you watch, he had an alibi, and no one spoke of the alibi. None of the evidence they had against these kids. Like, no witnesses of what these kids was at. What about it? Then, yo, I'm telling you gotta watch this. This will have you all in your feelings. Ava, she did her shit in this. I appreciate her from doing this. It's right here. It has even on Wise brother being transgender, and you know what I'm saying, then coming up dead, and transgender people getting killed right now, left to right. And I don't even think she realized she hit that on the head too right now. She hit so many issues that are occurring right now in this one movie that just, I'm like, man, it is a great movie. I think you need to if you ain't got Netflix, you need to get on it. Donald Trump saying that the guys' boys need to be executed for that crime, and still today, after these guys served their time and proved their innocence and was found innocent, people still believe that these five guys committed that crime. The prosecutor to this day believe that these guys did this crime. To the fact she's writing books about it. She's out here doing tours, and she's making money off putting black minority in jail on crime that she made to fit the situation. So, how do you feel about it? Leave your comment in the box below, y'all. I'm telling you, this right here, well, this right here was my shit. Okay. Whew. Cap Nation world. I'm your boy AJ. Leave your comment in the box below. Tell me if you have you watched it. If you watched it, tell me what you thought about it. How did you feel about it? And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up this video, share it, because this right here needs to be seen by a lot of people. And that's my review on it. I don't want to go into the details of it. I know I told y'all a little bit of the full story, but there's a lot that happened in this that I didn't mention. Till next time, I'm out of that thing. Peace.